What I absolutely hated about the game was I felt that Zelda, the princess, is an annoying, self-centered, narcissistic, psychotic bitch. Because like, my boy Link just woke up after sleeping for 100 years, right? And what do I find on my fucking smartphone? It's a bunch of her fucking videos. And she's telling me like, don't forget me. You know, and I'm like, fuck you, bitch. I hate you, right? Like, that's the thing that I like games don't get correct. Like, they don't make the protagonist very likable. Like, what would make me like the princess even more is if the princess is more of a secret and you eventually find out that she doesn't want you to help her. She wants to like protect you. That is the bitch I want to ride and die with, because she's got my best interest in mind. But the bitch in the game is like, save me, save Hyrule. It's your duty. You must find all the locations we took Instagram videos at, right? You gotta go to the exact spot where you have the memory and it's all about her. See, the thing is, like, I don't mind finding those locations, but I want those locations to be about Link. All of those videos is about this crazy psychotic ex-girlfriend, Zelda, who's apparently trying to hold it down for me, but she's like, trying to like make me remember her, trying to make me like guilty so I can't fuck some other Hylian bitch on the down low. Like, what the fuck is up with that? I hate her. She's so annoying, and she got this like stupid British accent. Link, please hurry up. Hurry up, Link. Put your master sword right in my cornhole, yeah? Nah, she doesn't talk like that, but I just like talking shit. I mean, like, some of the characters were interesting. I like Rivali's the Rivali character. I like the mermaid bitch that you get the water powers from, that she's kind of hot. But yeah, the characters like are not very memorable if you really ask me. Like right off the bat, I don't remember too many characters. Like, I think like the NPCs that were cool were like the beetle guy. I mean, he was a little bit of a creep, but like, sometimes you gotta make sacrifices for the right girl. Ain't no right girl, bro. Like, the right girl is the type of girl that wants you to be happy. Like, I want the character Zelda, the princess, to like, because like at the start of the game, they want to put this immense responsibility on you, right? Because before you head down the plateau, you talk to the ghost of her dead father. You know what I mean? And he tells you like, oh, young Link, you must save my daughter. And I'm like, alright, bet, I'm gonna save your daughter. And so, like, I started the whole process of regaining my memories, you know, finding these bitches, like, videos all over my phone. And you know what's the fucked up part? Let me tell you the most fucked up part of all that shit. Zelda doesn't even claim Link to be her guy. She refers to him as her bodyguard and her knight, right? Link got friend-zoned 100 years ago. And she still wants to friend-zone him. Right? She's not even gonna put out. Like, what the fuck do I have to rescue you for? At least, like, I can kind of imagine Princess Peach putting out for, like, Mario, but, like, Zelda? Like, she doesn't even refer to you like, oh, my man, you know, like, she talks to you like, you are my knight, you are my bodyguard, and I'm like, bitch, I thought we were together. Right? Like, chivalry is dead, and the princess killed it. Helix says, finally someone say what I had in mind. I hate Zelda. I fucking hate that bitch. Yeah, the right girl was sacrificed for you. I would have liked her way more if she, like, the problem with Zelda is the fact that Japanese people are not thinking about her as a character. They're thinking of her as a plot device to remind you of what the fuck to do. Because every single time the Red Moon shows up in the game, you can hear her voice. Link, be careful. Watch out. But what is she really doing? Is she saying, Link, remember me. I'm your girl. I'm your princess. We are not even together like that, but I'm just gonna let you know that, like, you gotta save me. Right? And they do that like 50 over times. So like, how many times like Zelda gotta remind you that she's in the game? See, let me tell you, like, how they fucked up Legend of Zelda, right? Legend of Zelda is a very simple story. And the best way the story should be is a hero's journey to save the land. Right? Getting the girl is like cherry on top of the cake. Getting the girl shouldn't be the entire cake. Right? How many stories you watch as a kid, like really good movies, really good books where like Indiana Jones, like saves the day, he saves the world, and then he gets the girl as a side piece. Like that's like a cherry on top, right? Or James Bond. Like James Bond gets the girl, but you know, it's not his entire focus. What makes a hero very admirable and what makes a guy very attractive is when he doesn't make a girl the central focus of his life. A hero is very attractive when his main goal is to save something greater than himself. And by that virtue, the girl falls in love with him and it becomes like just a little bit of a reward. It shouldn't be the whole story. The whole story of the fucking game is her name in the title. Legend of Zelda. Don't forget me. I'm your ex-girlfriend. Yo, I'm gonna like hold you down, but I'm not gonna put out. Like, you know what I mean? It's like bullshit. Like all the shit that Link has to go through, and he has never even got a handy from Zelda. Like the fuck is up with that? Like I hate that bitch. Like every time I go into a village, like I go to Hateno village, I'm always trying to find like some side hoes. But because like Nintendo is like so family friendly, they don't let you hook up with anyone else. Like Link should have a love child from every village because he is alpha like that. You know what I mean? He got too much nut to like hold it in. He gotta like spread that seed like Zeus. Here we know that Japanese are very pussy motivated. No, Japanese are pussy motivated, but they're one-itis motivated. That means they believe in the one hope to rule them all, right? That's why Japanese guys are not players. Or maybe they are, but I don't really know. But Japanese guys are actually like low-key like dogs, bro. Because like, remember like, they have like a whole industry in the red light district called like Soapland, where office guys who are married go there to get their dick sucked, and that's not considered cheating because that's considered them relieving that stress. Like, do you guys actually know that in Japan, like cheating is actually not frowned upon? It's actually kind of like understood because of how stressful people's lives are over there. That, you know, guys gotta get like some side pussy in order to like live their life. You know what I mean? So like, I guess them perpetuating this monogamous like friend zoning bitch in like Legend of Zelda is kind of weird, man. You know what I mean? It's like, if you look at Asia and you look at like India and you think of like places like this, like, oh, they must be so conservative. Their entire like culture revolves with them covering up or like, you know, like arranged marriages. Hell no, man. Like, that's a sign that those people like to fuck. That's why they have like millions of them. Like, where are the most people in the world? Asia and India. Well, I think India is in Asia. But basically what I'm saying, that means the people like to fuck, but they like to disguise it as like, oh, we gotta be conservative. And that's why you get shitty ass games like Zelda. If you play Witcher 3, you can fuck a bitch in every village. It's that good. Like, I can go to like a brothel and sleep with 6 different women one time, right? And then I can have a side hoe. I remember in Witcher 3, I had a side hoe. Right? It was like this witch that lived in the forest. And she was mad beautiful. Like, I would actually consider her, I would consider to wife her up over the other bitches. Right? That was dope. I like that. You know what I mean? Like, once you like start playing like Witcher 3, you can't play any other games because like you start to see like what a fucking SIMP Link is. I can't say that shit because that word is illegal on Twitch. He's such a SIMP and he's such a CUCK. He's such a little bitch, right? That's what I'm saying. Once you play Witcher 3, you look at all the other characters as little bitches, man. Very pussy motivated but never actually getting any. We visited Japan, everyone was so cordial and polite, but they all looked depressed. Yeah. That's because everyone has the orgasm ratio of 0. Asian girls love tall white guys, so I wasn't complaining. They love white guys to mess around with because they feel like when they're with like a foreigner, they can like try shit that they can't usually try with their own people. But eventually when an Asian girl wants to settle down, she will ditch the foreigner to go for the Asian guy. I'm just giving you the strat, right? So if you really want to like wife up an Asian girl, first thing first, you gotta learn how to speak their language. I'm teaching you how to infiltrate. Because I believe in mixed race babies. I'm not like a xenophobic fuck, you know? I believe in the world mixing. Jeremy says Link be hooking up with Paya. Yeah, exactly. I want Paya. I don't fucking give a fuck about Zelda. I might not even get Zelda Breath of the Wild 2, man. Unless, like, the developers can confirm, like, yo, you can't hook up with Paya. Yo, Paya is hot as fuck, man. But you know what's kind of creepy, though? Is, like, technically, Link is a grandfather because he's, like, 100 years old. So, low-key, he's committing some Epstein shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, that shit is, like, low-key kind of creepy. You know, like, the problem is, like, Zelda wants you to save her, but she's not even that hot. They made her, like, a fucking... I don't know, they made her, like, not hot at all. You know what I mean? They made her face, like, kind of fucked up in like, the Breath of the Wild. And then they cut off her hair, and then she's always, like... She's not wearing anything that is, like, you know, makes her, like, look, you know, kind of sexy or anything like that. They always make her wear curtains. And then, like, she's always teasing you because I think, like, eventually she puts on, like, commoner's clothes. But they, like, gave her, like, butt cheeks and shit like that. Like, you know, they gave her a G-string. But she's always, like, flashing her ass in front of Link. But she doesn't call Link her man. Like, she friend-zoned the fuck out of him, like, 100 years ago. And now she's gonna friend-zone him, like, 100 years later, right? So, I'm not down with that shit. I wish the game just gives you the choice of not even saving her. Like, fuck her. They shouldn't even call, like, if they want to stick with the franchise name of Legend of Zelda, kill the bitch, right? So that the princess is no longer Zelda and she merges with the land, and now the land is called Zelda. So Legend of Zelda is about the legend of the land. And then, you know, whoever you want to hook up with is up to you. That's how it should be. That's how it was meant to be. That was how God intended it to be. Like in Witcher 3, you can hook up with any hoe. You know what I mean? And the realistic part about that was like, I think in Witcher 3 I was like a straight up dog, right? I was like sleeping around like in every like fucking city. And I think like the main chick in the game was like, bruh, you're a player, man. I'm gonna be with you. And I was like, damn, I missed out on the main hoe because I was sleeping around. And I really thought about it. I was like, fuck that. That was worth it. She's a hoe if she can't understand that I, as a Witcher, need to sleep around. You know what I mean? And you know what's crazy is like, there's a bit of like lore breaking shit about Witcher 3. The fact that like, if you really understand Witcher, Witchers are actually sterile. They can't have kids. But my boy Geralt is going around, you know, getting his dick sucked. So I don't even understand. But yeah, that's how I feel about Zelda, bro. And she a hoe. Yennefer is a bitch, bro. Triss for life. Yennefer is like a fucking cold ass hoe, man. She's always like not putting out for Geralt. She's always trying to make Geralt do some shit. Yo, Triss is the best. Triss is always putting out for Geralt, bro. Yennefer thinks she's like a royal bitch. Fuck Yennefer, bro. Yennefer isn't even half as beautiful as like Triss. Yennefer, Triss all day, every day, and I won't even have it any other way. Okay, so let's talk about this logically. What does Yennefer have that Triss doesn't? Yennefer is a cool ass bitch. Like, why would you prefer her? Like, Triss is like way more warm. Triss is like so pretty. Like, red hair, you know? Yo, straight up though, Triss got bigger titties than Yennefer. Don't even front. Triss got bigger titties, man. Yo, you gonna like put Yennefer over? Yennefer a hoe, man. Yennefer is always like busy doing shit, but Triss is always trying to settle down with Geralt. She's always like wanting Geralt to be by her side. I like that. Power over the elements. Yeah, she is a fucking strong ass bitch. But do you want to be with a bitch that don't feel like she needs you? That's what Yennefer is. Yennefer is so strong that she doesn't need Geralt. She makes Geralt work for his food. That's how I know you are a fucking... What's the word for it? S&M bitch. You like her when she puts her heels on your neck. I know you like that shit, bro. Don't you lie to me. You're now one step worse than Cynicky. At least like Cynicky beats off to anime titties. But you are now like an S&M bitch. You put like, you like where she fucking digs her heels in your back and drops candle wax on your shit. I know you. Don't you lie to me. No chase, no fun. But that's what you want. You want a girl that's beautiful, that's really into you. And she loves you for who you are. Like, which one you prefer? You want a girl that loves you for who you are, or you want a girl that, like, thinks you are, like, dog shit? You're pure dorm in the bedroom. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. You are like the one that's like tied up and gagged up. You're the gimp.